Another double cigar review coming in. The Ashton Symmetry in Toro and Belicoso. Today we're doing another Twin Tobacco double cigar review. Today's cigar is another delicious ultra premium from Ashton. So we have two Ashton Symmetries. Mine's in a Belicoso size, so it has a slight torpedo tip. And it's a little bit shorter. Mine's my favorite size, Toro, and they're both 52 ring gauge, so even though mine's a little bit longer, they should have a similar flavor profile. Taking a look at the cigar, my wrapper is ever so slightly lighter than yours. Mine looks like a very smooth paper grocery bag. Mine seems to have like a slightly reddish hue, where yours still has a slightly yellow hue. Yeah, and a little bit lighter. So it's a very smooth satin feel. The seams are nice and tight. I have a very, very slight hole in mine. I don't know if it came like that, but it has a very nice looking triple cap on the top. When I think Ashton, I think a premium cigar brand, and the Symmetry, it's got a lot of praise. What were the ratings it got? In 2015, the Ashton Symmetry got 8th in Cigar Aficionado magazine, and in 2017, it got 6th place, and it's received numerous 94 ratings over the years. I've smoked one of these before. It was a long time ago. I remember it being great, but I really don't remember even what it tasted like. I just remember I liked it. So very happy to try this again. Mine has only been aged in my humidor for about 2 months. His about a year. So maybe that'll amount to some differences. Without further ado, let's get cut up and start smoking. Okay, wow, off the first light, very interesting flavors. I'm getting some graham cracker, some cream, some leather, pepper finish. What about you? Mine it didn't seem quite as complex. Maybe a little graham cracker and strong leather on my first light. So let's keep smoking, and we'll get back in touch with you guys during the first third. Okay. So we are 12 minutes in, getting a lot of flavors. Right now, it's about a medium full. I'm not feeling any nicotine effect. Yeah, so we'll say mild for now. It might ramp up later. So my burn is a little bit wonky, but it seems to be self-correcting. Mine's pretty darn straight. Yeah, that little hole I had is not causing any issues. And so far, the draw on my cigar is perfect. What about yours? Perfect draw. The big difference I'm getting with mine compared to yours is I'm getting a Manure flavor, which sounds terrible, but it's actually really interesting and good. I can't recall ever tasting that in a cigar before. Some draws it's more of an earth, and some draws it's like definitely a Manure. Am I saying that right? Manure. Manure. Yeah. Tastes like cow shit. Mine's pretty straightforward. It's the cedar kind of spice dipped down, and now it's just a real smooth leather with cream, and is leaving a nice oil slick in my mouth. Yeah, so I wrote down all the flavors I've gotten and you've gotten. Again, we're not tasting all these flavors at the exact same time or on every single draw, but so far, within the first 12 minutes, I've tasted burnt coffee, cream, leather, Manure, earth, cedar, cinnamon, butter, and pepper. Yeah, mine seems to be more straightforward than yours. My ash is flowering a little, so it might, fly off onto the table, but my ash is still holding on pretty good. Yeah, that last straw was very creamy and leathery, so it's definitely fluctuating from draw to draw. We're gonna keep smoking, and we'll get back in touch with you guys during the second third. All right, 37 minutes in, and as you can see, my cigar is burning very well. It was a little wavy, but it completely self-corrected, and now it's almost razor sharp. Haven't had to relight it or touch it up. Flawless construction on my cigar. It's staying nice and cool. Haven't had to babysit it at all. What about yours?
Well, mine, it's burning nice and straight. Mine it started to almost go out, and then I realized when I started to try to bring it back, it was getting hot, so I just let it go out, ashed it, and relit it. And the draw is still great, and it's burning straight, but I did have to relight it.
Flavors they've transitioned a little bit. I've gotten some darker notes, but I've also gotten some similar flavors. I got just the subtlest bit of graham cracker on the draw a couple of times. I've gotten some leather, some more cedar earth, and a chalky mouthfeel, as well as the slightly oily mouthfeel.
Mine, I had a couple interesting draws where I caught a lot of earth and a chalky mouthfeel, but it has kind of gone back to the flavors I've been getting the whole time, which is a real smooth cedar flavor, but without the cedar bite. Just a real smooth cedar and leather, and with a kind of creaminess. I am feeling some of the effects now, so the strength is ramping up for me.
We're gonna keep smoking, and we'll get back in touch with you guys during the final third. Okay, so we are 1 hour, 25 minutes in. My cigar is done. So I called my cigar at about an hour and 15 minutes.
You really smoked it down to the nub there.
Yeah, it was delicious to the very end. Final smoke time for you, an hour 30.
Yep, I could put it down right now, but it's so damn good. The flavors have transitioned pretty dramatically for me. As I said before, it was mostly cedar and leather, and now the cedar is almost gone, and it is much darker noted. It's got a lot of charcoal, meat, a little bit of like bitter coffee.
Definitely, I would say it's a full-bodied cigar. In the final third,
the body picked up for sure.
I'm not feeling any effects, but you're feeling some.
Yeah, I had a big lunch, but I did take a couple bites of a chocolate protein bar to counteract. Ooh, my chair's dipping down. I'm just as tall as Gavin.
Again, I got a whole bunch of delicious flavors. Not all of them were on every draw. Some of them came and went, but I got some herbally mushroom earth flavors for a little bit. I got a little bit of cinnamon. At the very, very end, I got a teeny bit of dark chocolate sweetness. And I also got some meatiness like Garrett did, as well as a general cedary, woodsy note on mine. So I would say all 3/3 of my cigar were fantastic. But yours, you said you really fell in love with the cigar in the last third?
Yeah, I was a little bit underwhelmed the first half of the cigar. Then I've been kind of comparing this cigar to the Undercrown from Drew Estate that I had last night. For a premium cigar with premium pricing, I was finding the Undercrown to be... God, this chair won't stay up. I was finding it to be not quite living up to the price and the name, but the second half, it's really come into its own. It's got those complex, dark notes that I really enjoy.
Let's go into final thoughts. This is a highly rated cigar, and I think it's very well deserved. I loved my cigar. The construction was great. It's a premium cigar, so you're going to pay a premium price, but I think the money's worth it if it's a special occasion. Check out this band. This has got to be one of the nicest looking bands I've ever seen.
The regalness.
But yeah, of the Ashton bands, I think this is my favorite.
I will say I had a variety of beverages to try it with. I had Talisker 10-year single malt scotch. I had Guinness Original, which is a stout. And then I had some coffee, and gotta say, coffee remains, in my opinion, the best.
Yeah, coffee, you can't beat it. It's so delicious with tobacco.
Is it your favorite Ashton? Did we already go
right.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite Ashton? It's my favorite Ashton band. I don't know. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy the Ashton Classic, but those are two very different cigars. This is a good evening, like early evening cigar. The Ashton Classic is a great morning cigar. I don't know. I'm going to have to hold out my opinion until I smoke another VSG because I can't make a decision. They're both really good. What about you?
I do think the VSG might still hold the crown for me. It's just a little bit more regal and complex.
They're both good. Ashton doesn't make bad cigars. I hope you enjoyed that double twin tobacco cigar review. Check out our other cigar review videos. And as always, keep enjoying your smokes.